I'm Kitty.
And I'm Max.
And this is Dango Duo. Welcome to the Groancast of fall 2016. Wait, what? Aren't we in winter?
We
I almost said summer there for a second. Holy shit.
We are picking through a couple of things that we meant to finish. We didn't mean to finish this, but it kind of happened. And welcome to the Izetta Groancast. So, hey there! If you're new to our channel, we're Dango Duo. We review anime and we also do Let's Play content. Hey there! Last season, fall anime 2016,
Yes.
we did reactions to a bunch of stuffs. And I did a 3-episode reaction, episode 1, 2, and 3, of Izetta the Last Witch, or Shumatsu no Izetta. And I had a lot of things to say. And if you have been following this channel, you know what I had to say. And you know how we all left that, how and why I ended up just leaving at episode 3. And we were watching, we were in between watching movies and stuff, and Kitty was like, hey Max, let's just watch Izetta. And if you want to know the expression that she had, that cat with the knife, that's the expression Kitty had on her face. She was like, hey Max, let's just watch it. Let's watch it. And I'm just like, no.
And then joke was on me because I suffered through it as well.
Yeah. I love that for a second there, and Kitty keeps saying it's not true, but for a second there you were like, can't be as bad as Max says it is.
Well, I thought it would just fly over my head because I don't know anything about history.
Yeah.
But even I could tell this shit was fucked up.
The joku was on you. Hey there.
The joku
we're
was
kind of
on me.
We're kind of leading, or we're leading the shot, bearing the lead. We'll talk. Let's take it from the top. Kitty, what is Izetta the Last Witch?
So Izetta the Last Witch is a original anime that debuted in fall 2016, a 12-episode plot revolving around not World War II,
Totally not World War II.
where the princess of Elistad must defend her country by any means necessary, including a witch.
A witch?
The last witch, probably.
The Last Witch, probably. And yeah, the story follows from several points of view in totally not World War II, and totally not Europe, and totally not Germany, and totally not, what's the name of that small country?
Liechtenstein?
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, Liechtenstein.
Elistad's basically Liechtenstein.
And it follows thereof. If you're unfamiliar with our videos, which I've probably done the format at the beginning, we're gonna tell you what the show was about, we're gonna tell you what we thought about it, give you a recommendation, and then you, as the dear viewer, can decide whether you wanna tag along for the spoilers or not, and go watch the series for yourself.
If you want.
Yeah, we're gonna do a full-on spoiler groundcast in this case, and talk about spoil the whole thing.
Yep.
But before we get there, Kitty, tell me, what did you like the most about Izetta the Last Witch?
It has really good music.
God damn it, you stole that from me.
Yep. It actually has really good music for the most part.
Does.
The only theme that got on my nerve is the happy theme. Yay, everything's a filler episode this time.
Yeah, like you know you're in for a filler episode when
that
happy-go-lucky theme is playing. Oh, what are we talking about today? Oh,
it's pie.
It's pie. Not the
Fine
mathematical.
loves pie.
It's great that we got such character development as Fine loves pie.
And Izetta loves nothing. Her country. Vine's country.
Yeah, I guess.
Perhaps. Anyway,
I'm gonna be a
the
shit.
music is literally too good for this anime.
The music is actually too good. If you go back to my original reaction, there is a escape scene on a train, and the theme that plays during that is it's amazing.
It's really good.
It's amazing, and especially and later on the war scenes in which Izetta is doing her witch thing.
Yeah, they have like little arias going ha ha ha. It's fantastic.
Yeah, it's really good. I'm gonna be a shit. My favorite thing about this anime is the opening theme. Not what happens in the opening theme, but the song. I actually, and if you follow my reaction, I waited until it actually came out. I actually picked it up. I picked up a Japanese EP with the opening of it because it's so good. As someone who writes and I use music to help me write, that theme is amazing. It's exciting. It's right up there with the freaking Attack on Titan theme.
Yeah.
It's just up there.
There are a lot of comparisons we can make to Attack on Titan in this.
Oh, and we will, probably.
Probably in spoilers, though.
Yeah, and it's hilarious because, the opening, the video that goes on with the opening is awful.
It's shit. There's one
awful.
good, shot, and that's about it.
There's one good shot with Fine.
Yeah.
And everything else is garbage.
I'm sure we'll have that on screen.
There's a ass and titties, ass. Why is she naked in the opening? Why are there phallic symbols?
Boobies.
I don't understand. I don't understand at all. And it's funny, and I made this joke in my reaction, but I'm gonna do it again. The music is the best part of the series, because the writers had nothing to do with it.
It's true.
Yeah. So now that we have touched on what we liked, Kitty, what did you like or disliked the most about Shumatsu no Izetta.
Yeah, because otherwise it would have been, I disliked everything else.
Yeah, I know.
No.
What did you... Yeah, because, spoilers, we didn't enjoy the series.
No, that's why it's called the Grown Cast.
Yeah, this is the Grown Cast.
But no, the thing I liked, the least? No.
Dislike the most.
Yes, thank you. Is that none of the characters have characterization, and so therefore I don't give a shit about anything that they do.
But Kitty...
Or anything that happens
the
to them.
maid is short! Kitty, she's short! Isn't that, like, a great It's almost as great as Sasha loving food, Kitty.
Yeah.
It's up there. It's up there. Great characterization.
Some good Shyamalan characterization right
yeah,
there.
it really... Yeah, you like hot dogs? You know hot dogs got a bad rap, you know?
That's
They're
his
tasty.
character.
That's pretty... Honestly, yeah.
Yeah, that's his character.
Yeah.
And the other guy
Wow,
likes math.
I love that you just drew that line, yeah. Okay, Kitty, if you're driving at 25 miles an hour and there's a train track along the way... Okay,
my trade is math.
I can't believe we managed to sneak in 2 happening references in this video.
True.
Now, what did I
What's
dislike?
happening?
What? No! I love that I was saying that randomly, and Blake got it.
Yeah,
Blake was like, "Are you referencing The Happening?" And I'm like, "What? No!" God damn it.
We've both seen that movie.
So
but
what did I dislike the most? You should watch The Happening. It's funny.
It's hilarious.
I remember watching it in the theaters actually, and I was like, "This is funny. This is like, am I supposed to be laughing?"
Right.
Why is he talking to a plastic plant? Why did it take him 5 minutes to realize that?
Yeah.
Anyhow, this is not the Happening Grown Cast. It might as well be. What did I dislike the most? This reading the back of the box of this anime is kind of like being tricked, because it's and I'm not saying like in a personal way, but it's kind of like World War II with witches, you guys.
That sounds cool,
Alternate
right?
history in which there are witches. And me, as someone who loves history and reads history books and actually like reads interviews and like really dry stuff, and I just eat that up. And I'm like, ooh, the Germans, they were doing like some like really like occult shit. So what if you just take that to the next level? So I come in with like expecting like other historical bits to actually, do it right and actually like try.
Yeah.
And this anime does not try at all. It's weak throughout the entirety of it. There are so many inconsistencies, and if you want to go see me go step by step, to the point that I had to stop, watch my original reaction, because I go step by step. There's a character who gives a speech in Morse code. It feels as though there were no editors in this whole thing. Like, no one read the script and went, hey,
that's kind of dumb.
yeah, okay, so this is not Germany, it's Germania. And there is no Hitler, but there is an SS, right? And there are concentration camps, right?
And there's a blitzkrieg technique.
Yeah, but it's not Germany. But we're speaking in German. And this is not Germany, but that plane is named after the German planes from World War II, right? And I'm just like, okay, slow down. What? and it's just all over the place. And there's just like ridiculous things, such as like, they took over half of France before anyone declared war on anybody.
Really
and then for a whole month, they can't take over Elistad.
Yeah.
And then they take it over in 2 hours.
Yeah.
Except
they don't.
It's so ridiculous and all over the place. It feels, again, weak. It feels as though nobody cared to check anything.
Yeah.
And it's that sort of thing that someone thought this would look cool before they thought about how it would actually work.
Attack on Titan.
Well, yeah. Because it's the thing of like, Isetta's wearing like a white costume and she's flying on a custom-made gun. They never tell you why, or who made it, or who came up with it.
Well, there was a costume designer. Maybe she designed the gun too.
Yeah, she designed a gun made specifically for flying.
Yep. That can also fire.
Oh no, we are in the Grown Cast. Hey Kitty, so we talked about what we liked and what we didn't like. Would you recommend this anime to our viewers out there?
No.
I wouldn't either. I love that. Kitty, it was episode 4, wasn't it? It was episode 4 when we both just died.
No. I broke on episode 6. It was the pie episode.
Oh!
I broke. I literally broke.
We're gonna talk more about it on the spoiler on the spoiler cast of this episode. But like, I'm glad that I stopped at episode 3 when I was doing my live reaction. Because on episode 4, it gets stupid.
Yeah.
It gets like washy fan service stupid.
Yeah.
But honestly, the pie episode on 6 is actually like, let's just bring the war to a crawl, the plot.
Yeah.
Just stop. Pie.
Let's talk about pie.
Oh, pie. Pie as a character motive is a thing. I would not recommend this anime either. It's painful to watch, and if you're someone who actually even has passing knowledge from World War II,
which most people do because most countries were involved in it, so they teach it in history classes.
It's gonna make you go like, okay, like, but why though? Like, and it's the thing of like they're not trying because
Yeah.
it's like instead of like
What was freaking London? Londania?
London Lion, and like they don't even make their own setting,
No.
and like because you would think, okay, just call it Europa. They still call it Europe,
Yeah, they call it Europe, but not Germany.
and it's a map of Europe. Like I keep making this comparison. Like Valkyria Chronicles did this way more gracefully because they just made their own freaking setting,
Yeah.
and it kind of feels like World War II, but they don't have any of the baggage of like concentration camps
and
or the
Hitler.
SS and Hitler.
Yeah.
It's a mess. Kitty, if people out there were looking for a story, kind of like World War II history, kind of like this feeling of Izetta, but not actually Izetta, would you recommend anything?
Here's my surprise, slightly joke reaction, but then when I think about it, it actually is not a bad comparison.
Mm-hmm.
If you want history that's actually historically accurate and funnily told, fucking watch Italia.
Yeah.
Just watch Italia.
Yeah.
Like,
Just
honestly,
watch Italia instead.
because they're shorts, they're funny, and you still get the same like amount of
Yeah.
historical knowledge.
Yeah. I don't know if it touches on like the Italians being fascist, but you know what? Other than that,
Yeah.
it's pretty. You know, like a big overview of the storyline. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know.
It's more historically accurate
Yeah,
than Izetta.
and it would be more interesting
Yeah.
because there were just moments in Izetta where I'm just like, this is boring.
Yep.
This is boring. Hey, Kitty, want to watch some more stuff about Jonas?
Jonas.
There was one good thing about Izetta, but we'll talk about that character later. And it's for the most subjective reason ever.
Yeah, no.
As for myself, I can't really think of any World War II or war historical anime out there that's jumping at me. I really can't. But if you're looking at Fall Anime 2016, and you're like, what was the best of the lot? Magical Girl Racing Project.
Yep.
We did a full reaction, 12 episodes of that. If you want to go check it out, or just watch the anime.
I would recommend not doing it in one sitting. A friend did that of ours
a
recently.
friend of ours did that, and that's
and they
a
were
little
like,
intense.
no, that's really exhausting.
Yeah,
We're like, yeah.
Maybe I'll take it a little bit slow.
Just like 3 episodes a day.
Yeah, 3 episodes a day would be pretty good. No, Magical Girl Racing Project is amazing. That is a pillar example of good storytelling and great pacing. More things happen on the first episode of Magical Girl Racing Project than in like the first 6 of Izetta.
Yeah.
It's so concise and so
things
well told,
matter in
and
there.
things actually matter, and things happen, and things have consequences, and you actually care about characters because they're more than just, I don't want to say just molds,
Yeah.
but they're more than molds,
Way
and
more than just a pair of boobies.
yeah, or the fan service and Izetta is just like, it feels like no one cared. I'm like, well, there has to be fan service or people won't be watching, right? It's bad. Magical Girl Racing Project though is good. The best anime of Fall Anime 2016.
Bearing in mind that we haven't seen Yuri on Ice.
Yeah, but do you think it's gonna top that storytelling though?
Probably not.
Do you think it's gonna make us cry like freaking
Do you need a pillow?
yeah, but please get a pillow. Thank you. Now the people out there are like, what setup are you imagining? Well, we're gonna leave you that for you to figure out. So now you know.
So now you know, don't go watch this anime unless you like to torture yourself.
No, see, there's someone out there who's going, how bad can it be? And Kitty, tell them.
Pretty bad.
Pretty bad.
Pretty bad.
I love that, like, even during my reactions, people were like, are you being harsh? And I'm like,
No.
No, I'm just being honest. And it was great scrolling down on the comments on Crunchyroll and being people going, this is really inconsistent.
Yeah.
Why didn't they just do this
Even like
instead?
your average anime fan
Even-
is
yeah,
like,
yeah.
who, and I hate to like make this comparison because like we know some people who love Attack on Titan.
Yeah.
And a lot of it, for the fandom, and I get that. But also
Yeah.
like anime fans didn't know that Attack on Titan was stupid. Anime
Yeah.
fans knew Izetta was stupid.
Yeah, that's that right there.
Like that is saying a
Oof,
lot
Oof.
about how dumb this anime is.
Remember the one person who was like, "Hey guys, I mean, sure, it's got its flaws, but I mean, it's got also some good things too."
Like it's music.
But isn't that the saddest thing though? When like the one thing that this you could subtract from the anime and it would change nothing is the best part of it. So we're going long. We want to thank you for tagging along. If you want to go watch the anime, you can do so right now.
Go for it. I don't recommend it, but have
Yeah,
fun.
or you can just tag along for the Groundcast, which is about to begin at the count of 3,
2.
1.
Grown.
This
Thanks, Izetta.
fucking anime is the worst.
Boobies, tits,
Ass,
titties,
ass, and titties. Ass, and titties.
Titties.
God damn it.
So, yeah, ass and titties
So, Kitty,
are our main characters.
what was the best part about Izetta the Last Witch?
The best part?
The best part about it. The most subjective thing ever.
Oh, yes. So, there's the princess's right-hand man, spy guy. I don't know. I forgot if he has a title. I'm sure he'll be on the screen.
Yeah.
He kind of looks like one of my characters from one of my books that I'm writing.
He looks like one of your OCs.
Yeah. So Liam is his new name.
Liam Bab. Like
alternative history badass Liam.
Yeah, because instead of being like a huge softy,
Yeah.
he's like tough, and he really does look just like Liam.
He does.
I wanted to joke that he would look like Lucian, but Lucian has like the permanent bitch face all the time.
Yeah.
So I'm like, no, it's Lucian, because he actually kind of looks like a nice guy.
Yeah.
So we actually had an emotional attachment to this guy who, for no actual reason.
Yeah, who otherwise gave us no emotional attachment, would have even perhaps given people a negative attachment because he killed Jonas.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, Jonas was okay. I was just like, I'm not Steve Rogers.
Don't you hate it when you like make a character in an MMO and the instant you put a hat on, your hair disappears?
Yep.
That was Jonas for me.
Yep.
He had no hair underneath that helmet.
He had no face.
And it was, of course, Liam had to die. Of course,
because he was the only character we've even remotely cared about for completely subjective reasons.
Completely subjective reasons.
I liked the maid, but she was just cute. She didn't really have a character.
I liked the maid. I thought it was cute that she carried that stool around.
Yeah,
but when you
she's
think
short.
about it, there was absolutely nothing there.
She had no character other than she's a maid.
Yeah, it's kind of like, I like this character. Why? Because they're blue.
Because they're cute.
They're blue,
They have nice hair.
Yep. Yeah, they have surprisingly nice hair.
Yeah.
Oh God.
So those are our two favorite characters.
Those are
for completely subjective reasons that have nothing to do with the plot.
There is so much, and I don't even know how I'm gonna show it on the screen. I may just show that picture of the corgi just spinning for the next 5 minutes.
Hey, the corgi came back.
The
That's our other favorite character.
No, you can't win me over with a corgi, even if he is missing a tail like the one from Cowboy Bebop.
He's adorable. I love the corgi.
Hey, want to talk about gay baiting?
Yeah, no. Okay, so this poster for this fucking anime is the two girls holding hands
as they're falling from the sky.
As they're falling. And they keep showing that kind of imagery over and over again. Except nothing really happens.
Nothing comes of it.
Nothing.
And I love that I fucking called it. There is no chemistry between those two girls. And the show shamelessly keeps pushing them.
Yeah. No, there's a point at which they have to go to a dance, and I can't remember why they have to go to the dance. And then for no reason, literally, they don't even explain this. The princess is wearing like a men's uniform suit, and then Izetta's wearing a girl dress.
Yeah.
And there's no reason for this other than, so they can dance together, and she looks like a prince, and she looks like a princess. Yeah. There's literally no reason.
Gay baiting.
And then that whole episode and scene is really stupid.
It's really bad, yeah. I love that bit where the other witch we freaking called.
Yeah, I saw her. I was like,
yeah, I'm like,
that's a witch. We didn't even see her actually, because you called it before you even saw her.
No. I called it on like episode 2. I'm just like, okay, Izetta's nearly invincible. She's the most powerful ever. We're gonna draw the comparison to Attack on Titan, because how do you beat someone who's incredibly powerful by bringing someone with the exact same power set, except 10% stronger?
Yep.
It's the most boring.
So there's not just Eren Titan, there's multiple people who can turn into Titans. And instead of just Izetta as the last witch, there's more witches. There's a clone of the old white
There's literally like at least 69, because later on we see them that they just put numbers on their forehead.
Yeah.
There are so many inconsistencies with the...
Yep.
There are so many inconsistencies with this fucking story.
We don't even have time to cover them all.
I cannot.
We would be here forever.
I would be here for at least like 25 minutes times 12.
Yeah.
It's so stupid. It's so dumb, and there are points in which like because Kitty and I, we were watching this online like together. Rabbit.it.
Yeah.
It's a really awesome website where
site.
you can
especially if you have like a long distance relationship.
Because we like we live like 30 minutes apart, so it's kind of like I'm like, let's just watch it online, and it was fun. But there were just moments where I'm just like, why did you say that? Why did you just name drop the SS? So I am making it right now. I'm reading like a 600-page book on the Third Reich, and I'm like, the SS could have only existed because of Hitler. But Hitler doesn't exist in this universe. And also,
but it's not Germany, but it is Germany.
Yeah, and there's concentration camps.
Yeah.
I'm like, so
okay. When they name drop that,
are there Jews in this universe?
Right. Do we hate the Jews in this universe?
And because there are Catholics in this universe, because we know because they burned the witch.
Yeah.
And I'm just like,
none of it. It's like
Kitty.
No, it was when they name dropped concentration camps. I was like, I'm fucking done.
The United States of Atlanta.
Yeah.
Oh, like no trying. You didn't even try.
This isn't even like a no ball syndrome. This is just no try.
Like I was telling Kitty, it's kind of like the idea of like when a kid is doing a presentation, and
you can tell he doesn't give a shit.
He didn't even try. He didn't even like check anything.
He didn't even
just
study. He was just like pulling.
He has
out
one
his
hand
ass.
in his pocket, and he's just talking.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, this kid didn't give a flying fuck.
Yep.
And now we're gonna have to sit through like 10 minutes of this presentation, except in this case it was 12 episodes.
12, 20 some odd minute episodes.
And it's infuriating because like this could have been there. You could have fixed this had you actually tried, but they didn't try.
They didn't. They just wanted to see a witch in World War II setting.
Yeah, and it's the thing of like this is like the peril of having, or when you have your own independent setting, you can do whatever you want and make it exactly what you want it to be. But in this case, you can clearly tell, you know what would be really cool? A witch flying on a gun. Wouldn't that be awesome? Why is she flying on a gun? Also, again, we have proof that she can levitate on her own.
Yeah.
Why is she flying on a gun? She can fly by herself.
Yep.
It's.
And let's talk about, for just a minute, the bullshit ending. The cop-out ending.
Oh, the cop-out ending.
Because I knew this was going to happen.
I just got angry. Because I remember the line that the narrator goes out of her way to say.
I think it's the maid narrating at that point.
I think it is, yeah. But please save me before I become burst into fire.
So, of course, so you get the reincarnation clone of the actual White Witch from the legends. Who, it's not a legend, it's a story that's real.
Yeah, it's actually,
it's been passed down so long.
It was a fairy tale,
legend.
except it's not. Except
it's real.
everything in the fairy tale was actually true.
Yeah, and except the descendants of those people are still alive to this day.
Yeah, exactly. Absolutely.
Yeah. Anyway, so, they go into this big battle where they both have half of this magical stone and don't ask where it came from because they don't explain it.
And they never explain it, yeah.
But it's really powerful and it draws out the power and they could die.
Yeah.
And then, of course, the cop-out ending where it's like, oh, only the White Witch died, I guess. I don't even know if she died because they never showed it.
Yeah.
They didn't even bother, but they just assumed that everyone was dead, including Izetta.
Yeah.
Except later, you see her, the maid's taking care of her in a cabin in the woods somewhere.
Yeah, and Izetta's in a wheelchair. Or it could be someone else because you never see her fucking face.
You only see her bright red hair.
You only see her bright red hair.
You don't even see Fine. We're just assumed it's Fine.
We just assume it's Fina, yeah. And the maid has actually grown. Implies it's supposed to be like 5 years later.
I think it said it was like... I think it only said it was like 12 months later or something stupid.
Yeah, it was stupid.
Anyway.
You know what really pissed me off?
What?
Is the narration after Izetta takes care of the witch and like the Germans are like it's okay, we'll still like just trample them over. The narrator is like, and then America and everyone joined the war.
And then they stomped Dreamin.
And they finished the war in 1941, and the narration goes out of its way to say, had it not been for Izetta and Elistad, the war could have gone on for way longer and more lives would have been wasted. And I'm literally sitting there like, no, you don't get to pull this back to reality after all of this bullshit. Yeah. Oh, also, oh god, the German, not the Führer, excuse me, kills himself just like Hitler did.
Yeah, no, that was so much bullshit.
That was so.
That entire ending episode was so much bullshit.
You know what's because up until this point, Germany has been proven to be so Germania is so incredibly strong that they have advanced technology. They still have the magic technology.
Clone people.
They can clone people.
Multiple peoples.
And they have like all this technology and all this like
they
military
made
force.
The atom bomb.
Yeah,
or not the atom bomb. The atomic bomb.
Yeah. And it's literally like, oh no, yeah. Then the Americans finally joined and everything was fine.
Yeah, when the Americans stomped everyone, they were all good.
Literally. Also, remember that one plot point of how like Britannia and Atlanta wanted to just take over Elistad too?
Yeah.
And we just dropped that?
Well, they tried to bring it back at the end, but then Fine was like, it's okay, Zetta's gonna kill herself for our sake.
Romantic.
I know.
Romantic. Oh, nothing makes my heart aflutter like my lover selling me out for the sake of humanity, I guess.
Yep.
And then pies.
And then, of course, like... They tried to bring me back in with, towards the end, where Izetta can't use her legs. And I was like, wouldn't that be so interesting? A witch who could fly but doesn't use her legs, so she just flies everywhere?
Yeah.
Ha.
Nothing happens. They don't even, like, see each other. It's just like oh, Fine came to visit.
Yay.
Because there is no chemistry here whatsoever.
It doesn't matter, because nothing matters.
Nothing matters in this story.
Nope.
Ugh.
So those are our thoughts on the spoilers.
Yeah. we could still go on. There's still
could.
many things I would love to talk about. Like that one random Germanian kid who just died for no reason.
Oh yeah, that guy.
Yeah. And also, thanks Crunchyroll for making me think that the other girl also died. They posted a spoiler and I was like, does the girl also die? Because that would be stupid.
No.
But she didn't.
She didn't.
Which was less
I
stupid.
don't even know what happened. Oh, I guess she's helping Fine. We
Yeah.
don't see her in the ending, so
She's still a member of the Special Forces, I guess.
I guess.
Ugh.
That was a cool
Oh.
kind of moment. The special forces were all girls.
Yeah, yeah.
It doesn't make any sense, but it was kind of cool.
You know what that makes me think of?
What?
All the fan service.
Yeah.
Like, okay,
With their booby straps.
Can no one just fucking wash themselves in this universe? Why does the maid have to wash Izetta every single fucking time?
Because she's the princess's friend, so she's treated like a princess.
Remember the journalist
Wait,
lady from
actually,
Atlanta?
Except Fine showers by herself. I mean, she wasn't with the maid at that time, but in
Yeah.
the first episode, she showers by herself.
There's so much like fan service in this.
It's really
just,
ridiculous.
Like, stupid.
Yeah.
Also, the journalism lady from Atlanta.
Oh, yeah.
Also, didn't they say that she was from America?
Yeah, she's from America.
But it's the United States of Atlanta.
I think they said that.
That's stupid.
Yeah.
That it because shouldn't that imply that the continent is called Atlanta?
I guess.
We're finding new seams within this
I don't
stupid
honestly.
story.
I don't remember. So it could have. They could have said she's from Atlanta, married the United States. I think they might have said she's from the United States.
Okay, I mean that's less bad.
Yeah.
But also she was awful.
Yeah,
Because
she
she's
didn't-
just like groping Izetta and Fine. And, oh, by the way, Fine feels like inferior because she has small breasts, kitty.
Yeah, as
The
opposed to
si-
Izetta,
yeah.
who has breasts the size of her head.
Yeah. Your worth is defined by your bust line, kitty.
Yep. As a woman,
I fucking hate this anime so much.
it's pretty bad.
Do I hate it more than Attack on Titan?
I was thinking about that. The thing with Attack on Titan is that, and we forget this because it's been a little while for us, but like every episode had a recap of what had happened before,
Yeah.
and at least Izetta doesn't do that.
Yeah,
It only does
yeah,
it once, I
Yeah. Kitty, when were we done with Attack on Titan?
think. I was crying for it to be over during the forest arc.
Yeah, I think it was episode 17?
Yeah.
Or 18?
Or 18, yeah. I was
when-
literally like, please, Max, we have
think
to stop.
that
I
was the-
need to stop.
But we
and
that was the
we
point
did.
where like even I love to finish things. It's a personal point of pride for me. I pulled out my laptop and instead of watching, I just made a bingo table of Attack on Titan.
Yeah.
I
mean, Izetta didn't last as long. I
Yeah.
didn't last as long with Izetta, but I'd also seen the first part of Attack on Titan.
Yeah. I
But
don't
also
know.
Izetta, at least I knew it was coming to an end. I was like,
Yeah, at least it was only 12 episodes.
yeah.
Ugh,
And I
don't
only
know.
broke around the midway
And,
point.
and
so.
at least like Attack on Titan is very pretty. I think you pointed it out that Izetta has a lot of dead faces.
It does. It has like a lot of derp and dead faces.
Yeah.
Like, especially when like you don't see their pupils very well.
Yeah.
It's like, you just look dead.
And then we keep making that joke of like, you can save lots of money in animation by never showing people's mouths.
Yeah.
Take a shot every time someone's talking and you don't see their mouth. You'll get real drunk.
Yeah, I would recommend water. One shot of alcohol, one shot of water.
Yeah. Stay hydrated. So those are our thoughts on
Shimatsu no
Izetta, the
Izetta.
last, which probably
Probably.
you'll
We
be the
didn't
last
even
one.
talk about that.
We won't even talk. You know what? We can just leave it there. There's so much. We want to know what you thought about this anime in the comments down below.
Or if you haven't seen it yet and just wanted to hear us suffer.
Yeah.
Good on you, buddy.
How was our suffering on a
Yeah.
scale of 1 to 10? How much suffering did you think we went through?
It was a lot.
Yeah, I'm expecting
And
a
then
lot of like.
Honestly, though, I don't think in the long run, I don't think it was as bad as Attack on Titan.
That was way longer.
Because it was longer and it had those recaps every fucking 3 minutes.
Yeah, I mean, you're not wrong.
Yeah.
And also, like, there's a whole like, because Attack on Titan goes on beyond the first season, and then there's all the I don't want to say stupidity of the rest of the story.
Yeah.
The walls are made out of. Okay, all right. The king might weapon. Okay.
Magical
no.
Princess Krista.
I can't. Why is everyone that Aaron went to high school with important to the plot? Why?
And I went to high school with important people.
Kitty. Why was M. Night Shyamalan in the basement?
We'll never know.
Oh,
Maybe we'll
God.
never know.
If you want to hear us rant about Attack on Titan for a whole hour, there's a video for you on our channel.
Yep.
But for the time being, we hope that you enjoy listening to us just ramble. This
Yeah.
is the sort of thing where I'm like, we love anime, but this is one of those experiences where like we have to talk about this because we want this medium to be good.
Yeah.
And there are good examples. Magical Girl Racing Project was so good.
It was so fantastic.
We just ate that shit up. We just because it was so well told. So when we make it through things like you said, it's just kind of like no, it can be so much better, and
you can try much harder.
you can actually try. Yeah. But for the time being, we want to thank you for watching and tagging along. We here at Dango Duo, we give you anime content a couple times a week and Let's Play content every single day. If you want to tag along, please make sure to subscribe and leave a comment down below. We reply to everyone's comments. If you would like to help us make more videos and maybe get some cool perks along the way, consider checking out our Patreon.
Link
right
somewhere
now.
on the screen
And
below.
And below. We want to thank you for watching. Thank you for tagging along. And we hope to see you
Next anime.
in the next anime.
Whatever that may be.
Woo!
Spoilers, it's something from winter.
Ooh.